Portal, once again, joined by Kasper. I am also, once again, your host, Mr. Coffee. And not much to talk about today, but just, updating. We're ready for the league. Are you ready for the league, Cass?
I'm trying to be. I've been doing all my chores that just in case my wife doesn't like, hey, you're supposed to be doing this weekend. I'm like, nope. I already did it. So I've been kind of like trying to do those for the last couple of days. So yeah, I think I'm almost there. I did finalize my build. I think it's gonna be a good one.
Nice.
What else? There's a few updates. Nothing crazy, but Path of Building released a new update, which for some is very cool. From others, people are like, "Wow, that's one more reason to be lazy." So there's somewhat of a mixed response to the update, and I'll go into details in a little bit. But maybe I should show it. I didn't prep this. Yeah. In the meantime, I'll try to pull it up and show you the feature itself. If I can actually pull it up.
Okay.
Since I've seen photos of it. Yeah, it's updating, so I gotta, I gotta wait.
Since that's the case, I'll fill the air a little bit. Guys, I hope you guys have gotten your builds locked, POB'd one or two things at least. Prepared yourself for the league, chosen some content that you want to look at. Hey, and you know what? We should be releasing some loot filter sound soon. That'll be fun. Be able to hear some cool shit while you're mapping. Oh shit. Sorry. I am also half doing something else, so I should stop doing that. But
I got it up. I was letting you finish. So it's loading up. But it's not actually loading up for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm gonna still show it. It's gonna be pretty much evident to people. Let me close it out and then reload it. That always works, right? Restarting it.
yeah,
Restarting always works.
The funny part is it works a lot. It's actually quite ridiculous how often it works.
Oh shit! What happened? Oh, okay. That opens that. Okay, that's not.
I was about to say, did you break something?
I mean, it worked. It's working better now, but it's not working all the way.
All the way.
Let's try to do it one more time. Restart. Path of building. Community fort. La 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 la.
Oh, POB's failing.
Yeah. Path of building. What did I say? Did I say something different?
No, I didn't know what you were talking about.
Oh.
You were saying I'm trying to pull this thing open. They added a new thing, and I wasn't sure if you're trying to pull up like a post.
No, path of building. I'll show it. Let me see. Browser, okay. Browser, and then let's do this, and then path of building. Boop.
One of these days, I have to make a build out of all the shit that I've collected in Standard. I have so much stuff.
Oh.
And it's like I'm sitting here looking.
It has a. It's like what's that game show? Who line is it anyway? Where the points don't really matter.
Yeah.
So that's how Standard is. Like you got all this stuff in Standard, but no one really cares. And it's just like unless you're like super not into playing League, which
some people are.
Some people are, and it's weird. I don't know what the percentage of Path players are that just play Standard, but
it's things like these that I kind of wish that I could just be like, hey, GGG, how many people, like to just be able to ask the question.
Can you open source? Yeah, can you open source your data for us, please, so we can just look through.
Just a little bit. I just want to know a little bit more about the game that we all play, because they play it too. I would love to know how many people play on Standard versus the new league. It's an interesting thing to me, because I remember when I first heard about the game, I don't know why anybody would ever not play on Standard. And now I'm very much on the opposite side. So it's just like, I don't know why you would play on Standard.
Yeah.
other than the fact of like, if you're really tired of doing it all over again, I understand that. That's kind of like a fucked feeling. Like, it's like some people just can't go through leveling again. They're just like, fuck it, I'll play on
Apologies.
standard.
For those of you heard me clear my throat. try to mute the try to mute the so I guess I should be honest, right? So part of my responsibilities and my family duties was to weed the backyard. And to be honest with you, I don't have a green thumb. So the weeds got high. Like, I'm talking about 5 to 6 foot high.
Oh gosh.
And I'm thinking to myself, hey, what's the big deal, right? I'll get a cutter, you know what I mean? Just throw some money at it. Nah.
You didn't even like throw decent money at it and get a weed whacker?
I did. I got a weed whacker. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the weed whacker wasn't strong enough to kill, like, hit the thick stalks of the weeds. Them things were brolic, bro. Like they were doing steroid, like sun. The sun was a steroid, bro. So I had to manually cut them bitches.
If that were the case, you know what I would have told you to do? I would have told you, because you just bought the weed whacker, go take that bitch back and go get a better weed whacker.
I mean, they were pretty much the same. The plastic wiring.
Nah, bro, you need that. But the thing is the speed in which that wiring is moving, and
You might be right.
And not to mention how quickly you try to do it makes a difference.
Yeah, I'm still learning my technique. This is literally the first time I've used it.
Okay.
So I'm still learning techniques on it, like how to, turn it so a rock doesn't bitch slap my ankles. Yeah. So I'm still working on that. But anyway, yeah. So and then I think for like 3 hours I was inhaling all that pollen.
Yeah.
And my throat is jacked up right now.
As we men do.
So now I gotta realize that I might need some mask now if I never do this again.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So anyway, so my voice and my throat might be a little fucked for this episode and future episodes, but that's why. All right, so I'm showing the path of building right now. Now it ain't much to show, unfortunately, because it's not loading, and I don't want to keep messing with it. But they added, and I'm sharing my screen, Coffee, for you to see. They added an additional box on the right hand side on when you choose your build, right? So this is the splash screen in which you choose your build. As you can see, these are some of the builds that in the past 6 years or so that I've built and I've used Path of Building. Honestly, I haven't used Path of Building Community Branch as long as the other one, so the other one would have been longer. So they added this box on the right hand side, and hopefully you can see it. So yeah, in here will be boxes in which demonstrates the latest builds under POB archives. Now, if you go see all, it will open the web page to POB archives and give you. Now, I don't know the full math and science behind how are they qualifying this for one thing or another, to be super honest with you. And let me update my screen for you.
I just realized how many POB things that I've made for other people, and my list looks so much more cluttered than yours.
But yeah, so where's the webpage? I lost it. Sorry, guys. All right. So yeah, so basically, this is what they're using now. I don't know what they're basing the latest, because if you saw the other page, they're trending and latest. Now it could be based on downloads, it could be based on hearts, it could be based on any of these things. It could also be based on the version of 3.25.
Yeah, I would also maybe these are submitted by people.
I think they are. I think they are. Based on the names of the author. Now I don't know if some of these are maybe stolen from some. Oh, Scissorin, never mind. Like if I take Scissorin's building, just upload it for him, for example. But it looks like Scissorin and some of the other people probably are uploading their builds onto this.
So this is a good thing, I find it awesome that you can actually like search based on certain criteria. You know what we should do next league is we should randomize that like on a wheel
And do
and then
what?
like pick two and then make a build on that. And
Jesus
that's how
Christ.
that's how we have
That
the league
scares the
start.
shit out of me.
Bro, that'd be so fun. It would test your knowledge and like really like force you into learning new shit because we always like let's be honest, we gravitate toward the things that we like in the game,
Yeah,
which
but
leaves us
because I
really
liked
blind.
how I played, though.
No,
That's
no,
part of
no.
that.
But it leaves it blind us blind to like the other parts of each other's builds and shit like that. Like for instance, I play a lot less melee than you do. You probably have a comparable knowledge with me on melee builds and how those types of things interact. If I had that bit of knowledge, I would probably be able to like factor that into other builds that I make, turn it into future like boon. I don't know. I think it would be a cool experiment.
Yeah, I think it's possible. I think it's
Like
possible.
I'm not saying that we have to compete or that we're going and have to race or one life it. Like that's too much. You know, I want to try basically just use it as an excuse to get two things and then try to mash those things together and see if what we could do. And like even maybe if it's one of those things where like, you know what, maybe it's not a league start type of thing. Maybe this is an end league type of thing. Where for the last like 3 or 4 days of the league, we try to make something like a little wonky and fucking weird.
Okay, I see that. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That way, there's no It's a way to
Doesn't
refresh the fun, not necessarily
Yeah,
kill your momentum in the beginning.
right. That and you also would have the power of whatever currency you are able to set aside.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just looking through my standard stash, pulling out all my currency and putting it into one currency. I am really sad at the number I'm seeing in my divines.
What is it?
87. I'm fucking poor.
I
I'm
mean,
fucking
well,
poor.
no, I don't think you have what you call assets.
That is also true.
See, your characters are decked out, so you have low income in the stash, but then you have high income characters, so they can go out there and smash some shit.
That is true. I
Or
have
you
a
can
lot of characters.
liquidate them. It's like having expensive paintings. You know what I mean? Like
I
you hide them
guess,
from the
yeah.
IRS.
I don't know. It just trips me out that by the end league, I do usually spend most, if not all, my cash, and I find that just really weird. I don't know why I do that, other than
Can't
because
it's like
it's very
that philosophy of like you can't die with it. Can't take it with your die, so you might as well just have fun with it while you have it.
that's true. Like, but
Um,
hopefully I'll be able to make a cool little build. I have been doing some experimentation with Rakiata's dance and Grave Greatsword. If you don't mind pulling up, just so we can solve the sheep song.
one second.
Sorry.
Do. Rocky
R
Ata. How do you spell that?
R
Rocky Ata.
Rakiata.
Let me update the boop 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 boop.
Like really, really cool fucking sword.
Oh, that big sword.
Yeah, man.
Rocky
Treats
Ata's
enemy
dance.
monster. Yes. Treats enemy monsters elemental resist as values as inverted. I would love to figure out a way to make that work. And I'm not really sure how. I'm think because I tried it with a couple skills, and I'm thinking I kind of want to try with like elemental hit.
Treats enemies, monsters, element to.
You stop streaming.
I did? Oh, scared the
Yeah.
shit out of me. I thought I stopped recording too.
Oh,
I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, my bad. I'm just going to do my screen. It's easier for you. You can see my collection of porn. There it is.
now there's an echo out of somewhere.
Shit.
Yeah.
Hold on. Sorry. You may need to mute it on your side. Mute the
Is it
stream
me?
itself.
Oh, fuck. Why can't I find that? Oh, right here. Okay.
Is
Yeah,
it better?
yeah, Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
I'm Stoops. That was my fault.
All right. So
But yeah, that basic inversion of elemental resist is something I really want to figure out a way of taking advantage of.
this
But
modifier only applies to hits with this weapon. Inverts
yeah,
positive and negative elemental values after factoring curses and exposure when calculating damage. Penetration applies to the inverted values.
yeah, crazy. Like, actually fucking crazy when you think about the mod itself. Okay. I'm trying to make it work without doing Flicker Strike. I don't think my PC can handle it.
Nah, Flicker Strike.
With,
It might be easier to do like a double strike or
I was thinking Elemental Hit.
elemental hit could work.
That was my thought process on that.
Elemental would could hurt.
But I'm also not sure what I would put it on, and there's just a lot of questions that I'm not sure how to answer.
A projectile based melee skill would also work with this.
Right, Elemental Hit works melee and range. The reason I want to do Elemental Hit is because I think it does all three, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Elemental Hit adds all three. So
this only has cold and lightning.
Yeah.
So basically, you gotta hope that it converts to one of the damages that you do, which is cold or lightning.
Or I do something that is only cold or lightning, and that way I can proc what is that? Elemental Overload? Or no, Elemental Equilibrium. But I don't know what I do with that. So it's
this
really
might be one of those things that you do at the end of the league and just try it out.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. I have this 5-link of that in standard, and I have a couple things on a chieftain right now. It's just doing some testing, and I'm not.
I know the sword was a little popular during the league.
It was.
A few people was using it.
Everybody wanted to try it. It's such a cool mod. Like, it's such a cool fucking sword, and you don't need an MTX for it. Because that motherfucker is chonky, and it's a beautiful model, bro. It's pretty. It's actually a really fucking pretty weapon. Like, so it just awesome little thing, and it's about the size of your character model. So you're just walking around chonking shit, but I don't know. I can't figure out which way I want to take it, and I haven't been able to like really consider it too much. To the point where I'm like,
yeah, you may need some ideas. Maybe look up look at PoE Ninja. Let me see if I can.
I could probably do that.
PoE Ninja, and then see if there's anyone who's using a skill, that item.
Just type it in.
Rocky.
Yep. Yeah, a 1%. What are we using?
Flicker Strike.
Yeah. I don't. What is that?
See, this is what I was thinking. Molten Strike. That's what I was thinking.
But why would you want?
Because so this is the reason why. Okay, let me reveal what build I'm going for. I'm going Molten Strike, because I'm gonna try to see if I can get that mod of projectiles returned to me. So Molten Strike is a projectile based skill. But
yeah,
it has the modifiers for melee and projectiles. So you could double up on scaling.
Yeah, and if you get the Nimies kind of thing going, you get
Nimies, yeah, and then that fucking is bananas when you get that. So basically, technically, you don't need to be in front, and then you add this with like what's the modifier that allows you to hit more than one thing at a time?
Multi-strike?
No, multi-strike is it's
something like that.
It's a modifier that basically allows you to attack multiple enemies around you with one swing. You basically turn one swing into 5 or 4 or whatever, right? And then that multiplies the multi-strikes. So this is how you scale multi-strike. But if you do that with Rakia, basically what you're doing is you're inverting the values of all the creatures around you. And you would do some kind of cold convert, like all your fire damage would turn into cold damage, and I'm assuming at that point you would be able to then wipe the map because you do have all you need at that point is attack speed, and you just this guy has 22,000 effective HP. That means he must have some kind of like life gain on hit. Point blank.
Mega leech going.
No, I mean, see Valpack, so he's leeching. If they have Valpack, typically they're leeching. If they don't have Valpack, they're probably doing life gain on hit. Because you don't have to worry about leech. It's instant. Alright, reflexes, point blank.
Did they say if they already made the changes to ward and stuff yet?
I would assume so, yeah, because of the update.
Okay, so
this guy did he did a lightning convert.
So now
everyone's going flicker strike though with a Slayer. And they're reaching banana numbers. Alright, so let's do who has the most damage. Alright, this guy, 109 million. That's autism spectrum. Yes. That's exactly what I want to hear. Oh, dude, this guy is ridiculous. I can already tell.
I will check out the Forbidden Flame and Flash. I'm curious. The jewels, yeah. What has he got? Duelists?
Overwhelm, if you have them in here.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
Duelist, yeah.
No.
So he might be getting fortified, maybe. Watch his eye. Hatred position. Anguish. Yeah.
That's an easy belt to get.
Frenzy charge. Replica furs.
He's mirroring that ring.
Yeah. Yeah, Calandra's.
That ring, that Calandra's touch is less expensive than that ring.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
And then he has 6-link corrupted. Saka Jones is supported by level 10 fortified. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow. And attack speed. That's a sick double corrupt.
Oh, Lord. I wonder how much he spent for that. How many locks?
How many Rockiatas he deleted?
Well, can't you use the lock to see?
Yeah, but you would rather just delete Rockiatas. Locks are like two or three times more expensive.
Oh, this guy clearly has a good amount of it. He's doing $101 million, 102 million with Flicker Strike, which is not easy to get. It is not easy. He only has 2,000 of health.
Oh, sorry. I'm sitting here trying to figure out because I went to one of my ward loopers and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is my shit not working? And it's because they took out the charms that I was using for my build. So now my ward loop on this particular ward looper is non-functional. I don't know how to feel about this.
Which is your latest one or your first one?
It's my latest one. Because this one relied on... Wait, where are those charms even? Wait, where are those charms?
Well, I think they took them out. Didn't they take them out?
Oh my god, dude! I would have liked to keep them for fucking museum.
No, I think because it upsets the balance. I think some items they just delete them.
Oh no, dude! Those things were like 40 or 50 div each. Wow.
Virtual hugs.
Wow. Thank you. I appreciate. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know. Well,
this is why I'm saying that it doesn't matter. Like,
this character is like legit bricked. This thing is like, oh no, dude. This was one of my more fun characters too. Oh well.
This is a good time to remind everyone. If you like the content, if you want to hear more, if you want to support us, please And a lot of you have been hitting buttons, and I acknowledge you, and I bow down to you, and I thank you. This helps us keep us motivated, keeps us actually recording, and I can always just keep my wife at bay. If I tell her, like, I just show her the numbers, I'm like, look, see, someone new just registered. Just let me go play.
Just let me play.
And she's like, fine, whatever. As long as I get a new Gucci bag or whatever she likes.
Whatever she likes.
It's not Gucci bags, it's something else, but but yeah, you know what I mean, so it keeps us going. We do appreciate it. I guess a quick little update. So for tomorrow we'll be streaming on YouTube, so not on Spotify does not do live streams. And I originally was going to do it on Twitch, but I think I want to cultivate some of our YouTube channel a little more. So I might go live. We're gonna go live on YouTube. That way we can get a little bit of attention more on YouTube and some of our content there. If you don't already know, I try to post as much as possible of like shorts of us having conversations, shorts of us playing content throughout the league. I don't always keep it updated, but I just things that big things that happen. I try to post them up there. Also, we also post the demonstrations for our loot filters. So for those of you who don't know, if you want custom sound packs for your loot filters, I do make them. I make them every league. At least I try to make one. For this league, we're making 2 packs. We're making. Do you want to reveal it, or you want to like keep it a secret?
Oh, you can reveal it.
No. So we're making how do we say her name? Lycia. Yeah. The final boss of Sanctum.
Yes.
So we're making a sound pack for her, and basically the way you use these is that when you get your if you get your because I know there are other websites that you can get your loot filters. If you get your loot filters from Filter Blade, there is a custom sounds setup. You get that one, you fix it however you want, and when you download it, it downloads it with a custom sound pack. Now when you swap out our 6 sounds with theirs, it kind of just overrides it, and that's it. It pretty much should be ready to go. If you've already loaded up your loop filter, all you have to do is reload it, and it should start working automatically. Yep. It is a really, really painless situation. I'm not technically taking requests for these things. That's just something I do out of love and just giving something back to you guys. But if you are listening to us, this is a way to find it. The link is always in the description of our episodes. So if you haven't taken a look at that, expand the window and you'll see it there. It is a Google webpage. Just trying to save some coins. So don't mind the extra stuff in that .com. I'm not trying to take your identity. But yeah, so feel free to go get them. If I could figure out how to add them to YouTube, I would, and just could get them straight from there. But YouTube has a lot of rules. But yeah, so we'll be streaming straight from YouTube, and everything else will be over there. Otherwise, thank you so much for checking us out. I think I glossed over my build. So I'm going a Molten Strike of the Zenith build. In the past has been one of the most funnest melee builds I've ever made. And it has only gotten better in the last 2 leagues. I have stayed away from it because the original way I used to play was dual wielding it. I used to dual wield what's that blade that doubles as a dagger? Grails?
I don't know. I've never actually used it like that.
Anyway, so I used to dual wield those and do crazy amount of damage, and I used to combine it with Valpax and Leech, and then have unlimited uptime, unless it was like a one hit. This is before Pinnacle bosses. I think this is a little bit before. I think Sirius was still Sirius was out, but Elder wasn't. Shaper just come out. And so now they have new variations to it. So far, I love the numbers. The scaling on it is insane. Like,
yeah, they buffed a lot of melee skills this league.
No, even before. Like, I was surprised of like, I kind of looked up a few videos of like how bananas can this build get, and even before it was just like, well, if you get this and if you get this, then it just does like triple more damage. And I was like, wow, I was honestly surprised at all my bitching. I was honestly surprised that they could scale Molten Strike to that level. So I was genuinely surprised, and with the with all the buffs that are happening, basically the character itself is not taking any nerfs. It's just gonna gain like about a 2.5%, 2.5. How do you say this? Time more power. So with the changes to some of the items, it loses about like 0.8. So it kind of balances out around 2 times more power. Just raw damage. So it makes it easier to scale from early game all the way to end game. You don't need to wait to end game to really explode. You can kind of like, even with regular items, as long as you have the right stats on the weapon, because there's a few crucial stats that you need on the weapon to really activate it. But once you have it, which isn't going to break the bank. We're talking about maybe 4 divs, 5 divs to really like bring it forth, which is nothing for starter league. Yeah. So I'm super, and of course it's Juggernaut. Of course.
I have yet to do any cost analysis on my future build, other than I don't think any of it will be expensive unless people like super catch on to it.
And that's a caveat too. Like we don't know how crazy the market's gonna be. It could be fine, or it could be just fucking bananas. So we will see.
I'm excited. It looks like it's gonna be a pretty good league. I don't foresee us having a bad league, although I will have to miss Sunday.
Oh, that's not bad. You'll be in maps by then.
Yeah, every league, bro. Every fucking league. And I'm not even fucking married. Like,
you have responsibilities, bro. You're an adult. Remember our previous episode about the fact that Path of Exile is a older gentleman's game, and older gentlemen, we have responsibilities.
I know, but fuck, man, I don't ask for much. I just want to be left alone for 3 days. Like,
over half of our audience is over the age of 35. Okay. People got kids. People got lives. All right, so it's okay, dude. Look, you're able to bang out Friday and Saturday. Think of it. Yeah. Think of Sunday as like a recharge. Get some sleep. Do your thing. Come back. Start blasting again.
Won't be able to do that.
Oh, is that bad? Damn,
bro. Every league, bro. I swear to God, it's like. You'd think that I do nothing for these people all year.
They probably have Pav on a timetable. So like, it should be Pav around time. I need some favors. Hold up.
I need to ask him for some shit right now. I know he won't say no. It's just, and part of me wanted to be like, no, wait until Monday. And it's just like, no, I can't fucking actually do that.
So. It's best to get, like, I was going to do the same thing with the weeding. I was like, wait till Monday. But a part of me just like, nah, bro, just do it now, bro. Just the sooner you do it, you get it out the way. It hurts a little bit, but then afterwards you're like, all right, I don't have to worry about that shit. I did it already. So think of it that way.
Yeah. I'm not gonna fucking bitch about it much more.
There's people who can't play that much to begin with. So there are people listening right now that probably like, bro, you bitching about that, bro? I can only play like 2 hours a day.
Yeah, but you chose your life and I chose mine. I try to do favors all throughout the year, so I can get like 3 days alone, and then someone is just like, "Hey, yeah, you know what? You can call me a bitch if you want me to not complain about it."
And what's funny is that you live. I was gonna compare you to like a hermit, but like you kind of do live like a hermit, and that still does affect you.
Yeah. I limit the people in my life, and yet I still have this problem. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Well, I mean, that's it for me as far as all of the, I mean, was there anything else? Let me see.
I actually had something else.
Oh,
Here's your second reminder. Hit a button. Woo! High five if you
nice.
did it. Yay! We high fived. Awesome.
Nice.
All right, cool.
But yeah, there's nothing. So get your ish together. If you haven't already done so, look up your builds, plan it out, do some soul searching. Don't wait till League start to do that. That just like start playing League now. Like this is part of the game, planning, right? That way,
Yeah.
when you only have 2 hours to play, just you already know what to do. It just pow 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 pow, and you'll be halfway done through the campaign. So just plan it out. Take some time. Do what you can. It's not a race. It's, just have fun with it. And remember, third reminder: press a button, show us some love, and we will show you better love back. Thank you for watching and listening.
Have a good night.
Oh, I should play the outro.
That, yeah, do that.